YouTube! I'm really not that excited. Well, I mean, like, I'm excited about this episode thing, but, like, I don't have that much energy. I got off work, like, 2 hours ago. I'm still, like, beat. But anyways, so today, I will be starting Secret Wars from Marvel. It'll be the first, Marvel thing that Marvel comic that I'll be reading monthly, weekly, technically. Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I got, Secret Wars number 0, issue 0 from Free Comic Book Day, and when I saw it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on Marvel right now. I've been reading nothing but DC. I really like the movies. I enjoy a lot of channels from comic book channels that like talk about Marvel stuff. I really enjoy that stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me hop on Marvel. Let me give Marvel a try. And I'm right now. I'm going to say I might be hooked. Just saying. I might be reading some Marvel comics from now on. Secret Wars number 0. We kick off with Valeria Richards, who I had no idea was a person. No, I vaguely knew that Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm had Franklin Richards, their son, who I know has stupidly ridiculous powers. But I had no idea who Valeria was until I started reading this. And essentially, she gives a speech about how she's got a group of, like, really smart, it looks like kids and some aliens. And they have to finish building whatever they're building. And they're building a ship. And it's, like, supposed to save them. And then Franklin kind of cuts in. He's a little depressing, but he gives the backstory of what's been going on in Marvel that's important for reading this, or reading into Secret Wars. But then his sister's like, alright, enough talk, back to work, we have a ship to build. And they get it done, and they get it done just in time, because the beginning of this starts with the Ultimate Universe attacking the main Marvel 616 universe. And as soon as the kids get that ship done, that's when the invasion starts, / the incursion starts. And that's all that actually happens as far as Secret Wars number 0. The rest of the issue is actually the Avengers versus Titans from Attack on Titan, which was a pretty good anime. I wish it would come out with more. I mean, waiting on season 2, but that's not the point. We're talking about comics. And I enjoyed the story, but like the Titans look ridiculous. If you were like a hardcore art fan of Attack on Titan, stay away from this, because the Titans look so goofy. Like, goofy and bad. Like, it's really weird, and it's really weird. But, it's genuinely a pretty cool story about the, what would happen if Attack on Titan just kind of showed up in the Marvel Universe. And then it ended really cool with the Guardians of the Galaxy showing up, being like, guys, we got this. And like Hooked on a Feelings playing, because you can see it right here. So it was pretty cool. So that was like the introduction to Secret Wars, essentially. Nothing really happens in issue 0, and it's really just a setup for what's going to be happening, and it's more or less a hook book to like be like, hey, this is what's going on right now. Read this, Secret Wars number 1. And I didn't even have to read this book to be like, yeah, let me read Secret Wars number 1. I'd been contemplating it for a while since I started reading Convergence, and I was like, you know what, I I'm really enjoying this whole experience of being a part of an event for DC. I'll go ahead and hop on Marvel's event train. And you know, first issue, don't regret it. Don't regret it at all. So, it opens up with Doom, Strange, and I assume Molecule Man, based on the videos that I've watched of all the other comic book YouTubers. I believe it's Molecule Man. I can't tell though. It's really faded. I know it's Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom. And they kind of just show up in this void. And, you know, nothing really happens. It's just, you know, a voice comes out of nowhere and it's like, who are you? And Doom is like, I Doom. Literally what he says. And then the multiverse is dying. Only 2 universes remain. Today, Earths collide. Like, there's like Tombstone kind of pages happening. And it's really interesting. And then we jump down into 1610, otherwise known as the Ultimate Universe. And Samuel L. Jackson, I mean Nick Fury, it's the same, it makes no difference, is talking to Reed Richards, who in this universe is evil. Yeah, Reed Richards in the Ultimate Universe is evil. I had no idea. And they're talking, and like Reed's like, "You got to attack this Earth. They're gonna kill us first," or whatever. He's feeding them some lies because there is a group of villains who are apparently from the regular universe, and it's Thanos and 2 other people who I don't actually know, but the cool thing about this book is there's a roster sheet, and I'll show you that when I get to it. But Thanos is like, what is the point of lying to them? Like, nothing's going to be accomplished anyways. And Reed's just like, don't worry, I got this, I know what I'm doing. Thanos is just like, whatever. Oh, here it is. Cast. It says cast. We have a whole little sheet here. I'll give you the rundown. Alright. Earth 616, Marvel Universe. We have the Illuminati, Doctor Strange, Doc Green, which is the Hulk, Black Bolt, Black Panther, Beast, Amadeus Cho. Then Doctor Doom, Molecule Man. Avengers, Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America, not Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson, Black Widow, Spider-Woman, Manifold, Captain Marvel, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, She-Hulk, Pod. Fantastic Four, Thing, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Valeria Richards, Franklin Richards. X-Men, Storm, Iceman, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, Colossus, X-Men, or Nation X Sentinels. Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Gamora. Inhumans, Medusa, Inferno. That's just Earth 616. Now, Earth 1610, Ultimate Universe. Nick Fury, Hawkeye, Marker / Reed Richards, The City, Iron Man, The Children of Tomorrow, Jean Grey, Cloak, Dagger, Kitty Pryde, Wolverine, Spider-Man. The Cabal on Earth 1610 from Earth 616. Thanos, Black Swan, Terrax, Namor, Proxima, Midnight, I'm not sure, Maximus, and Corvus Galvay. I don't know. I don't remember seeing them in this book, to be totally honest. So this essentially picks up right where issue 0 picked up. Like, once you go through the little speech of Doom and whatever he's talking to and being on the Ultimate Universe, you get the view from Earth 616, New York, looking up at the Ultimate Universe attacking, and things are... You see a skyline of heroes flying in, and it was saying, like, all across the world governments were like, stay inside. Stay inside. But no one does, because, you know, people are dumb, because, you know, Like, if the government was like, stay inside, the world's ending, but the heroes are gonna save us, we'd be like, what heroes? And we'd all be outside looking. And then, so, Manhattan starts blowing up, and Spider-Man's like, guys, go! Get to safety! And then Fantastic Four are loading the raft. Black Widow and Spider-Woman are transporting scientists to the raft, because they're going to take scientists and a couple other important people on this raft that's supposed to be able to survive the multiverse collapsing, and it's going to take them and save them, so when they can find a new universe or whatever, they'll be alright. And then, so Black Widow and Spider-Woman are doing that. It looks like Beast and Amadeus Cho are kind of talking. Black Panther's getting Manifold all strapped into this machine. Captain Marvel starts fighting the Iron Man of the Ultimate Universe. Spider-Man saves some people. You see Nick Cage and Iron Fist saving some people. Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, they're doing stuff. Storm and Thor are fighting, which I thought was really cool. And it's not Odin's son. Not male Thor, female Thor. Still have no idea who she actually is. You see Sam Wilson and Iceman. I mean, Captain America. And Iceman. And they're like, Sentinels are showing up. Oh no. Are they going to help or not? And Iceman's like, well, I mean, Scott's kind of crazy, so I don't know what he's going to do. But the Sentinels start helping. You see Groot. He says, I am Groot. That's all he says. See Black Bolt, Medusa, and Inferno just kind of floating around. And then really cool, they can see where the ships and stuff are coming from the Ultimate Universe. You have Pod, She-Hulk, Hulk, Colossus, and Nightcrawler just kind of standing looking, and they can see where like 1610 is attacking from they can see where the Ultimate Universe is attacking. So they're like, all right, fastball special. Colossus throws the Hulk. Colossus throws the Hulk to another planet. Like, they're about to collide, but still, he throws the Hulk to another planet. And they crash in, pretty much taking down the power of the Ultimate Universe, and they topple down, like, their whole main city. And, like, you know how I mentioned a couple people from being in the Ultimate Universe? I know why I didn't actually recognize them being in the story. Because this is where they're at. This is all they get. Jean Grey, Wolverine, Cloak, Dagger, they're just right here. They're just watching the Hulk, Colossus, She-Hulk, and Pod topple their shield thing. And then Evil Reed starts doing some things, and you see the Cabal, you see Namor and some other guy, and City. Like, some things are about to go down. And, like, Evil Reed unleashes his Tomorrow people, and Miles Morales, Spider-Man, is like near the dome where the things are coming from, and he's like, whoa, what's going on? And so the Tomorrow people start attacking, and Black Bolt, Iceman, Medusa, Captain America, they're all kind of fighting them. Black Bolt gets shot. And I think my favorite part of this book happens right after that. You see this, I guess, email? It's an email. And it's literally like, hey, the world's ending. Why don't you come to the place that we meet and have some beers? They're on me. Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. Kingpin. And it's just like, we're going to watch the heroes fail. And they're all sitting there drinking and whatnot. And then the Punisher walks in and goes, oh, it's the end of the world. And once you die, you don't take anything with you. So what am I going to do with all of these bullets? And then it doesn't follow up. Meaning the Punisher slaughters all of the villains that show up to have a beer with Kingpin. Just slaughters them. or at least tries, and it really makes it seem like he just slaughters them because they are completely unprepared for him to walk in. And then we cut over to Black Widow and Spider-Woman trying to get, all the scientists, and their ship gets hit, and they're going down, and they're losing people, but whatever Manifold and Black Panther are doing, they're like, all right, let's do it, and apparently he starts teleporting, and he disappears, and then kick over to Scott, who's like, all right, it's time. He jumps into this egg thing that he has, and he finds this egg, and he grabs onto it, and he becomes the Phoenix. You see him, like, go up in the Phoenix thing, and then he disappears, or it cuts over to the Guardians, and they're fighting, and they're having a good time, and Groot gets hit hard, and then Star-Lord just disappears. And then Spider-Man disappears. And then Captain Marvel disappears, and Thor disappears, because Manifold is teleporting them. The Cabal kind of loses their thing. Scott disappears. They're all on the ship now. Fantastic Four and a bunch of other heroes. And then, like, it's like they're trying to leave. The ship has taken off. It's struck by lightning. And it's just, a chunk of it is gone, and it's Sue Storm, Thing, and some other scientists falling off the ship and just kind of floating away. But Sue keeps it together. She puts his force field around the thing, and Reed's like, alright, you gotta put the force field down so I can grab them and pull them back. Black Panther's like, you have to be really fast. And he's like, can you do it? And he's like, yes, I can. It's for my children. It's for my wife. I can do this. So, like, get ready. And they put the force field down, and he reaches out, and then they disappear. Sue, his children, Ben, Johnny, just gone. Reed's whole family, gone. And Black Panther's like, you gotta pull your hand back. The force field's coming back up, and you just see his hand. And then you just see the two Earths collide, and then an explosion. And it just kind of, I believe it's Reed talking. It's hard to say, but I believe it's Reed talking about, how he had hope, and then you just kind of have this, but his hope is like gone because he lost his wife and his children. He lost everything. And you kind of see a thing of doom, and then it just cuts to black. It just, some words on black page. And then, another really cool thing in this book, Marvel Universe, 1961, 2015. The Ultimate Universe, 2000 to 2015. And it's literally just like a tombstone for the two universes. And there's a backup story of the Uncanny Inhumans, which it's just a preview. And it's just Black Bolt doing some badassery. And that was the backup, but it wasn't really anything to talk about. But it was just so cool. Like this whole thing, literally, like, they all died. I think they all died. There's no way around this. Like, everyone's dead now. There is no Marvel Universe right now, and that's awesome. I'm really excited about this. Like, you can keep watching my videos about me talking about this, but I would say read this. Find a comic book store, read it. Get Marvel Unlimited, I think is what it's called. The app where you can read all of Marvel's stuff. Get it. Read it. It's awesome. The art's really cool too. I didn't, I usually don't talk about art and stuff, but it was really cool. It's a lot different than how I'm used to seeing them in, like, DC books, and I really love art in DC books, so. But the art in this is really cool. So, this is just, it was really cool, and it's, issue number 1, it's a little bit thicker than a regular book. Obviously, there's a backup story, like a 0-issue backup to it, but still, it's, like, a little bit thicker, like, it's not a flimsy, like, cover, same on the back. It's got a nice, it's got a texture to it, which is awesome. Really cool. Just really only sad about this because it's like a little nicked, the one I was given, but it's all good. So yeah, Secret Wars I'm excited for, and I hope you guys are too, because it's going to do this. I'm going to do the same thing that I'm doing for Convergence with Secret Wars. It'll be a day later. I put up the Convergence one yesterday, so I'll put up Secret Wars today. So yeah. So if you want to find out what's going on with Secret Wars, this is the place to be. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.